What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Amir Views here. We back with another video, man. We back with another banger. Just my mic real quick. I don't even know what I'm doing, chat. We back to Open the Mind. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Listen, I told y'all we having a superhero video once a week, and we're doing that. We're on the Spider-Man. Last video was the no-kill rule, and now we talking about Spider-Man. I got so many different superheroes I want to talk about. Hulk, Wolverine, Black Panther. There's just so many different superheroes I'm going to talk about, so many different conversations we're going to have. But today we are starting off with arguably my favorite superhero of all time, the superhero I grew up on the most besides Hulk and Wolverine and Batman and stuff like that, is Spider-Man, Peter Parker. We're going to talk about Peter Parker specifically because you know there's like 1,000 different Spider-Man. Anybody could be Spider-Man, but we're going to be talking about the most popular one and Peter Parker. And why is he so relatable? And, you know, when I was thinking of the next superhero video to make, I was like, bro, who do I want to talk about? And I was like, Spider-Man, but what do I want to talk about with Spider-Man? I talked about his no-kill rule or semi-no-kill rule. What can I talk about when it comes to Spider-Man? And that's him being relatable. And I really did some research on this. It's like, why is he so relatable in superhero media to regular people like you and me? Obviously, we're not regular over here, bro. We the bright minds, you know what I'm saying? We open the mind. You already know what time it is. But you know what I'm trying to say. Well, let's figure that out.
Like, why even go to the mall? Yeah, nigga be stacking his pay. Now all of a sudden I'm tall. I get racks every motherfucking season, my nigga. That's why.
Now, I'm not going to waste too much time on his backstory because we already know what Spider-Man, we already know the story of Peter Parker, right? You know, he got bit by a radioactive spider, right? His uncle had died. His uncle Ben had died because, you know, he was being petty because the dude didn't want to pay him his money because he was trying to make some money with the wrestling gig. And, you know, he let the robber go because he was robbing the wrestling owner. And he ended up shooting Uncle Ben that night because he didn't want to give up his car. And the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? The rest is history when it comes to Spooderman. But in all of that, why is he so relatable? I think the first thing we have to look at is, let's look at just some stories about Spider-Man or how they write him in the comics. For one, he's 90% broke. Like, there's only a few timelines where Spider-Man is actually rich, where he has money, where he doesn't have to worry about bills, and he's not worried about getting evicted every night. There's only a few stories about that, and it's very, very slim, and arguably they're not the greatest Spider-Man stories, right? So let's start on that. Let's start on the money aspect of Spider-Man. You would think, arguably, the most popular superhero in New York, you know, you could obviously say maybe the Fantastic Four, or you could say, you know, probably not Punisher. You could say Daredevil. But those guys are like, you know, they look at them as vigilantes. Arguably the two most popular superheroes in New York in terms of the eyes of the media and the pedestrians is Spider-Man and Fantastic Four. And I would have to lean towards Fantastic Four being a little bit more popular just because I've never seen it. I've never seen where, like, you know, Fantastic Four are vigilantes. I've never seen story. Maybe I don't know ball. But if y'all could tell me some comics where, you know, the media is like, yo, these guys are vigilantes, I will say that Spider-Man is a little bit more popular in terms of the media when it comes to New York. But we all know J. Jonah Jameson don't like this dude. And we all know New York is turning on this dude every other night. He saves a bank robber. He saves a bank from Electro blowing it up. Oh my God, but you let electrocute 5 people. I mean, he can't do it all, bro. Now he's a vigilante. Now he's a mass vigilante. It just don't make no sense. Just no winning with Spider-Man. But let's get back to the money part. I think one of the main, we're gonna go down the list. I'm gonna list some things on why I think Spider-Man is relatable. Number one, financial struggles. Now listen, not everybody's financially struggling. Not everybody is broke. Not everybody is worried about paycheck to pay, living a paycheck to paycheck. But it is more common to see people live paycheck to paycheck than it is for people to have $1.5 million just sitting in their bank account. Not just sitting in there, just waiting. Not everybody's Tony Stark. Not everybody's Batman, T'Challa, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Terrific. No. I think the way that Stan Lee wrote Spider-Man was perfect because, I mean, yes, he has all the powers. You would think when you get the powers, you get the girls, you get the money, you get the fame. But that's not the case with Spider-Man, bro. Spider-Man has amazing powers. He was bit by a radioactive spider. He has super strength. Can swing across New York and any other city in the world. Spider sense. He can crawl on walls. Enhanced speed and agility. But he still worries about his rent, and that's so relatable to a lot of people, because you might have great talent. You might be one of the best artists in the world, but you still got to figure out, how am I going to pay all my bills this month? Or, how am I going to be able to move this month? How am I going to be able to, fix my car if something happens to it, God forbid? And that is very, very relatable, because like I said, like, you would think Spider-Man has it all. You would think Spider-Man will be a billionaire and playboy philanthropist like Tony Stark. But that's just not the case. Or like Batman, but that's just not the case with Peter Parker, bro. Peter Parker still struggles with everyday things. Depression, financial struggles, you know what I'm saying? Girl problems, right? This dude, I'm not gonna lie. In the comics, he be pulling Silk, Gwen, Mary Jane, Black Cat. You know what I'm saying? He be pulling in the comics, but in the movies, that dude be struggling, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Especially the Raimi trilogies. He was struggling. Now, Mary Jane and the Raimi trilogies was terrible. I mean, she cheated on him in every single movie. We all hate Mary Jane and Raimi trilogy. You know what I'm saying? And even Andrew Garfield. He had Gwen Stacy, but look what happened to Gwen. She got sent to the gulag, bro. She got sent to the gulag. And then the most recent Spider-Man, Tom Holland. He's had some good. He's been cool with the ladies, but Doctor Strange erased everybody's memory, so now MJ don't remember him. You know what I'm saying? So now he got to restart. What I'm saying is, like, you would think this dude is Spider-Man, arguably the most popular superhero, and the most popular superhero in the Marvel universe. And this guy, after he beats up Electro, after he beats up Rhino, after he beats up Sandman for the 15th time this week, he still has to go to his apartment and think, yo, how am I gonna pay my rent? I work for the Daily Bugle. I don't make a lot of money. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But I think that's one of the great aspects of Spider-Man, that he is relatable in that aspect, that, like, yo, even if you're not the richest, even if you're not you wasn't born into a family with a lot of money, you could still make an impact in the world. I think that's what I was getting at the whole time, and I think that's what they were getting at the whole time. Like, listen, bro, you don't have to be like Batman. You don't gotta be like Iron Man. You don't gotta be like freaking T'Challa that owns a whole country. Some people aren't born, or some people don't have the ability to have that type of lifestyle. So if you are like a Peter Parker, where you just make minimum wage, or your income isn't that good, you can still make an impact in the world by doing great things, even while you don't have a lot of money to your name. And I think that's one of the great reasons why Spider-Man, aka Peter Parker, is super relatable. Let's get into the next part. And the next part is the ladies. I was just talking about it, but like I said, in the comics, he be getting the girls. I can't lie, he do. But there are some comics where, he be messing up, bro. There's a lot of comics where he be messing up when it comes to the girls. Especially when he's on dates, bro. Like, he could be on a date with MJ and he sees Shocker down 10 blocks is trying to rob a grocery store. He has to make up an excuse, obviously, if they don't know he's Spider-Man in that current time in the run of the comic. He has to make up an excuse to be like, hey, I know you're my date. I know I promised you to take you out to get some pizza today, but I gotta go. And he just disappears for the next hour and a half. No call, no show, don't hear nothing from him. And that, you're probably like, yo, how is that relatable, Amir? That's relatable because, a lot of guys struggle with getting girls. Like, even Spider-Man struggles to get girls, and that's okay, bro. That doesn't define you. If you're not good at getting girls, that doesn't define you as a person, bro. That doesn't define you as a person. Everybody make jokes, you know what I'm saying? You making jokes with your homies, oh, you get none of the huzz. You know what I'm saying? But as a dude, as a young man, that shouldn't be your whole personality, is just getting women. I just don't think that should be your whole personality. And we all been through that breakup. We all been through that girl that broke our heart. You all been through that girl that cheated on us. You all been through that girl that did us wrong, or you might have did her wrong. But Spider-Man has every single aspect of those situations that I just talked about when it comes to women, and that's another reason why he is so relatable, bro. Because Peter Parker goes through real life struggles. He goes through girl problems. He goes through financial struggles, like, and that's okay, bro. Like, we're all human. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna be perfect. We're perfect in God's image, but when we come down to this planet we call Earth, we're not gonna be perfect, bro. We're gonna make mistakes. The key is, how can you learn from those mistakes? And Peter definitely does. I don't know about the recent runs in Spider-Man, because I heard they not doing Spider-Man justice in the recent comics. But throughout his whole history, he learns from his mistakes, and he becomes a better person. He becomes a better Peter Parker and a better superhero. And that's number 2 why he is so relatable, bro. And number 3, bro, he doesn't win all his fights. Like, if you're a boxer, if you're a real life boxer, and you're not Floyd Mayweather or Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali, or, you know what I'm saying, these legendary fighters, even though 2 of those lost, obviously Floyd Mayweather didn't lose a fight. But what I'm saying is, you're going to lose fights, bro. And that's not just that doesn't just mean an actual physical fight. It might be a fight with your mental, or it might be a fight with your spiritual. Sometimes you lose, and I don't look at it as a loss. I look at it as a lesson, bro. Sometimes you fail so you can learn, and that's okay. And Spider-Man has done that. I mean, look at the Sinister Six. Since the 60s, bro. They've been on this dude's head top, bro. They've been 6 of them been jumping him since the 60s. That is insane to say, bro. He's lost. He's gotten beat up. He's gotten betrayed, and that's okay. His best friend turned against him, turned into the Green Goblin. I'm talking about the Raimi trilogy. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight his best friend. Like, what? What are we talking about? Like, he had to choose in Civil War. Yo, I gotta fight against, the people I call my friends, the Avengers, or I gotta stick with Iron Man's side, even though Iron Man he tripping a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But he's been through real life struggle, and that's okay, bro. Like, I'm not saying that everybody has to struggle, but everybody has to go through something that changes them as a person. And Spider-Man goes through that, and that's why he's so relatable, in a sense where he goes through struggle, he goes through pain, he goes through hardship, he goes through heartbreak, and that is relatable to humans. That's why I don't think I never gravitated to Superman as a little kid, because he just didn't seem relatable. I mean, this guy comes from a different planet, right? He has godlike abilities. He can't die. The only thing that can kill him is this little green rock. Like, if Superman really wanted to, he can literally save the Justice League. I mean, he could save DC Universe. Like, nothing's beating Superman at his peak. But obviously, they have to write it, so it's a good story and stuff like that. But Superman isn't relatable to me. You know what I'm saying? You can say Batman isn't relatable. I think in some aspects he is. But then again, I'm not a billionaire playboy philanthropist. You know what I'm saying? Iron Man, I'm not a billionaire playboy philanthropist. But Silver Surfer, you're probably like, yo, how are you relatable to Silver Surfer, bro? A lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying, you be alone. And Silver Surfer, when he out looking for planets, bro, he be alone. He is the loneliest man in the planet. He is the loneliest man in the universe, Silver Surfer, bro. And that's low-key relatable to a lot of dudes, especially dudes, because, we don't get the attention that girls get on social media. We don't get the attention that girls get in real life. So most of the time, that's why I became a nerd. I was alone in my room. You know what I'm saying? My sisters I was annoying my sisters. You know what I'm saying? So if I wasn't out playing basketball or hanging out with friends or out with my dad, I was alone in my room playing video games. You know what I'm saying? Playing with my action figures. And this is what it's become to this day. That's why Silver Surfer is relatable to me. Hulk is relatable to me because he deals with so many different personality disorders. I'm not saying I have personality disorders, but he has to balance Bruce Banner and Incredible Hulk. He has to balance when to rage out and when to stay calm. That's relatable to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And Spider-Man is one of, if not the most relatable superhero, because he has to balance so many different things. He has to balance being a superhero. He has to balance being a student. I forgot to mention he's a grade A student. He's a genius. Like, I think people forget that Spider-Man is really smart. He's one of the most smartest characters in the Marvel universe. Is he up there with Mr. Fantastic? Maybe not. Maybe he's not on Mr. Fantastic level. Maybe I have to read more comics. Y'all can let me know in the comments down below. But he is up there when it comes to, like, honestly, you know what? I'm sorry. Honestly, put him up there with Mr. Fantastic and Iron Man and T'Challa. Like, this Peter Parker is smart, bro. Like, Peter Parker is a genius, dog. People don't understand that this dude is a genius, bro. And that is also relatable. Like, bro, if you the smart kid in your class, you know what I'm saying, quote unquote, the nerdy kid in your class, you know, a lot of nerds get bullied. And Peter got bullied in school, bro. Like, it's so many different things. I keep forgetting. It was so many different things that I could have added to this video, like why he's so relatable. And I keep talking about Spider-Man, and more things keep popping up because he is so relatable, bro. Being a nerd, being smart, you get bullied for it. He gets bullied for it. You know what I'm saying? Not being in the best financial situation at the time in most of his comic runs, that is relatable to a lot of people. Bro, this dude is very, very relatable, and I think that's why he's lasted over 50 years now, because this dude is so Spider-Man is so relatable, bro. He's the GOAT. He is the GOAT, bro. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. So, saying all that, bro, that's all I got, bro. That's all I got. Oh, yeah. Also, I want to show y'all this, bro. This is the first issue of Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man run. That cover. So, I got the silver edition. This is so tough, chat. I got this in comic convention in the summer. And y'all know, I see my GOAT Storm. I got to start reading more Storm comics because she is my favorite female superhero. Look at that, bro. Look at the aura, bro. I will have Mayfake Storm one day. And when I have Mayfake Storm, I will be the happiest guy alive. And I really want Mezco Blade. He's starting to become one of my girls too. Mezco Blade looks tough. I like Blade, bro. I might gotta watch the movies, bro. I was too young to watch them. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit too adult for me, but I'm gonna watch them now. Wesley Snipes. But anyways, Spider-Man is relatable. Spider-Man is very, very relatable, and I think that's why he's lasted over 55, 60 plus years in the media industry, because, like, there's a lot of superheroes that are not relatable when they're popular. Don't get me wrong, but Spider-Man is the peak. Like, I was literally just out, and I just saw a little kid with Spider-Man Crocs. Like, when you're a little, like, every little kid still wears Spider-Man gear. Every little kid still wears Spider-Man hoodies, Spider-Man shirts, Spider-Man t-shirts, Spider-Man action figures. Like, Spider-Man is still the king when it comes to being the king of comics, bro. Honestly, I think he's more popular. I think he's more popular than Batman and Superman. The big three is Batman, Superman, Spider-Man of the most popular superheroes. And then you'll add in Wolverine, and then you'll add in Hulk. But Spider-Man to me is the most popular because you can go down, you can look at any generation since he's been a thing. You're gonna see little kids wearing his stuff. You're gonna see grown adults wearing his stuff. You're gonna see grown adults being fans of Spider-Man. Like, it just doesn't matter. And whether those little kids know what like the the backstory of Spider-Man or not, it's just he looks fun, he looks appealing. Like, he's a spider, he's a little spider, man. And when you start reading his comics, when you start watching his movies, when you start watching the cartoons, he's just super relatable, bro. He's very humble. You know what I'm saying? He does everything in his power to do the right thing, and that's relatable to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Even when your life doesn't seem like it's the greatest, you may want more money, you may want a better job, you can still do the right thing. You can still do great things in the world. You can still make an impact in the world, even if you don't have all those things. And that's why I think Spider-Man is very, very relatable, and why I think he is the most relatable superhero in comic book history. But y'all let me know down in the comments down below, what do y'all think? Who do y'all think is relatable to you personally? I think Spider-Man is relatable to me personally, but who is a superhero that's relatable to you personally in your own personal life? It doesn't have to be a popular character. It doesn't have to be a Marvel or DC character. It could be an Image Comics character. It could be an anime character. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know down in the comments down below. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want me to do on more superheroes. Leave more superheroes down below. I've seen people say they want to see Black Panther and Luke Cage. I will be doing some research on them, see what kind of videos I want to do for that. Without further ado, man, that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. We're on the road to 2K subs. I love you all. Stay positive, stay safe, stay disciplined, and you will be disciplined. Until next time, until we open the mind once again, Amir Views is out. And Spider-Man is out. Boom.